Hi guys, I'm Official Hord. Welcome to a Java programming tutorial. In our last class, we fixed the backspace and clear button. If you missed it, I'd like to run it again for you to see. Okay. So we fixed it to be able to erase the last number you just entered using the backspace, as you can see. And we also fixed the clear button, so you automatically wipe the screen completely. Now today we'll be starting with one of the operations, which is the addition operation, and we'll be using few methods I like to take cognizance to and try to understand and watch carefully also. And now please close your calculator and go straight to your design view, copy this young man here and paste. You can use shortcuts Control C and Control V. So where do we place him? Let's place him here and make it the addition sign. Now we're going to make another sign, which is the equal to, which we are going to be using more often than others. So here we are. Now go to your source file. At this point, between the public class calculator, that is where the program, where the class name is and where the program starts initializing, just beneath the class name, I like you to declare two variables of double data type, number 1 and number 2, then a string to carry our operation. Now after doing this, next we're going to be doing is go back to your design view, right click on your addition sign, go to events, actions, and click action performed. Now we have declared our variables globally. That means we can use them at any point in the program. So now go to where you are here and simply say number 1 equals, very simple, double dot pass double, and here we're going to be collecting data from the screen dot get text. So technically this would not really work much for us that way. I'd like us to start on this note first of all. Number 1 equals double dot pass double screen, yeah, and then next we're going to say operation equals plus sign. I hope you understand. Then go back to your design view and right here right click on your equal to sign, go to events, action, and action performed. So here we're going to be using the if statement, that is a conditional statement, to do a few things. But before we input the if statement, we are going to be using number 2 equals double dot pass double, also pass double, and screen dot get text. I hope you understand everything I'm doing. Yep, and here we go. So next up, the if statement, if, and open brace and close brace. So what do we want our if statement to do? We're going to be saying if operation dot equals, that means if it is the same thing as this string plus, then what should happen? say number 1 plus number 2. Now we're going to be declaring a new double sum equals number 1 plus number 2. And next, to represent this solution back to the screen, normally in Java programming you cannot just directly convert strings to double variable types to strings directly. You would have to ask it to do it first. If it was a string variable, normally you just say output string.setText and your string variable, but now it's double, so we have to add a little bit. So we're going to be saying string.setText string dot, now value of boolean, and what is the boolean we want to display? Sum. So you see that you don't have to stress yourself too much, you just have to write the right codes. Now to explain, number one gets the first value you enter. That is, if we enter 1 2 1 and we press the plus sign, it saves 1 2 1 as number 1. Then it's let's ask it to clear the screen. Let's set text. Okay, so it automatically saves number 1 as the first number you enter as number 1. Then it gets number 2 when you press the equal to sign. So let's run our program and see what we have. Yes, so 12 plus. Now you see that the screen clears automatically. 12 plus, what do we want to add to 12? 3, and press the equal to, and we have 15.0 as our answer. So if we clear the screen now and say 2.321 plus 12.213 equals 14.5399999999999999999999. Wow, that's a long way to go. But anyways, you have gotten the representation of the code you've entered. That is everything we've done from here to accept number 1, put the operation, set the screen to clear immediately after entering number 1, accept number 2, and the conditional statement of what to do if the operation is this sign. So I'd like us to add one more thing. Wait, basically if you run your code now, you'll notice that if you say 12 plus 2 plus 3 equals, it says 5.0. that is because we have not asked it to continue adding as long as we keep pressing the plus sign. I don't know if you understand. So until you say 12 plus 3 equals plus 2 equals, that is a long way to go. So let's just make it simpler for our users by saying number 1 plus. Okay, now if we run this file, you will notice a difference now, and this is what the difference is. Say 12 plus 3 plus 2. If you calculate this on your paper, you have 17, and if you click equals to, the same value you have. But now if we clear the screen and say 1 plus 2, we are getting something different, which is wrong, because 1 plus 2 isn't 18. But because we have only said number 1 and blah 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 equals this, then it would keep adding to the last calculation we worked on. So what we're going to do is come down here and say number 1 equals 0. That is for addition. Now if you right click and run 5 and you say 12.3 plus 1 plus 2 equals 15.2. Now if we say plus 2 again, 17.2. But previously we didn't have a chance to do something like this. Now if we clear the screen and say 12 plus 1 equals 13. Correct. So don't forget to always reset the value you want the number to go to after a calculation is done, so you don't get to have multiple wrong answers. So that is all we'll be fixing for today. Tomorrow we'll continue in the next class with the subtraction, multiplication, and other forms of operations. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.